Hello everybody. Trying to throw in a quick video before the light fades on me. Back for some more vinyl finds. I didn't get a chance to throw out a couple like I would have hoped the last time, but whatever. A couple weeks ago, I went to a record store for the first time in a long time, you know, before the baby was born, for my birthday. And I didn't go overboard, you know, I didn't spend a huge amount of money, but still it was cool to go to an actual store again. And I just wanted to show those. Next video I'll probably show some of the huge pile of Goodwill and thrift store finds. But first, as per usual, what you normally hear in the background, Dimeola Scenario. This record was the record that came out after Electric Rendezvous, and thank God he lost the cheesiness level. the bad production that was in Electric Rendezvous, he got rid of for this one, which is really cool. And you have a couple cool, you have Tony Levin playing, you have Jan Hammer on it, you have Phil Collins and Bill Bruford, so a lot of cool, very talented people playing on this. As you can hear, it's still very 80s though. So, not saying it's a bad thing. Next up, very appropriate to follow after Dimeola, is Chick Corea's Secret Agent. This one I have to say, there's a cheesiness to it that reminds me a bit of the Electric Band, but only because of the production, not music-wise. Still, really dig it. Cool damn record. Al Jarreau sings on one of them, I think. Yeah. Al Jarreau sings on it. Who else you got on here? Who do I know? Who do I know? Other than Gail Moran, who is his wife, I can't say I know any of them. So, always good to pick up some Chick Corea. This record caught me off guard, because, well, Future Shock by Herbie Hancock. And when I first put it on, it was very electronic, very 80s, almost very hip-hop beat oriented, and it was like, whoa, what's this? You know? It definitely caught me off guard, but very much enjoyed it. I have to thank Derek for this next record. I don't know how long ago it was, months ago. The background music in one of his videos was this band, the 5 UUs. And I remember sitting there listening to it, I was like, this is really good. And I never heard of them. So when I was digging through and I picked this one up, I was like, oh, hell yes. It's Bel Marduk and Tiamat. I believe this is their first record. The 5 UUs were an avant-garde rock group, I guess you'd call them, in the 90s. Very unusual music, different time steps, and just the way they blend things is very, very cool. But yeah, gotta thank Derek for this. Thank you, Derek. Oh, I love me some Bob Mould. So I almost came in my pants when I picked this one up. Bob Mould's Workbook. This one is unusual for him in the aspect that it came out before he formed Sugar, and it's a very mellow record. There's almost no electric guitar on it. It's almost all acoustic. You know, very mellow, laid back, very pretty music. And the first song, what's it called? Sunspots, is actually this beautiful guitar instrumental. So it's a very cool record for him. And now his stuff is sort of like this. It's very acoustic, very mellow music. So back then it was a departure for him, but very enjoyable. My dad had that on CD, so I know the music already, but to have it on vinyl, a bit more special for me. These next few records are ECM releases that I found. And it was funny because the record, you know, the record store, the owner, I go there, well, I haven't for a while, but I went there, you know, quite often. And I know him, real nice guy, Bob. And, you know, as I'm sitting there looking, as he's sitting there ringing them up, he's like, oh yeah, I love when people buy music that I would listen to. I'm like, okay. So when he's saying this as he's picking through, you know, the ECM releases, but nonetheless, I picked up the John Abercrombie Quartet. I don't actually know. I mean, I know George Mraz, but that's about it from here. But very cool record. I picked up another John Abercrombie Timeless. I prefer this one. It's with skipped my mind. It's with Ian Hammer and Jack DeJohnette. Very cool record. It's a little bit, I'd say, it's a little bit out there. It's a touch of avant-garde in there, but still very, you know, jazz-centered record. Very good record. This is another one I have to thank Derek for. Thank you again, Derek. You play this guy's music for your background music quite often. I see his name a lot, but it's Everhart Webber. Little Movements. Again, a just fantastic record. Another ECM release. And I don't know any of the guys that play on here, but very good record. Thank you again, Derek. This is the last of the ECM releases I picked up, and it's Richard Bayrak? Richard Bayrak's Eon Quartet, the trio. You have Richard Bayrak, who's doing the piano, Frank Tusa doing bass, and Jeff Williams doing drums. This record has a power to it. It has an emotion that it hits you when you listen to it again. Very cool record, you know, very, very powerful. Like I said, when you listen to it, it's just, you know, the notes and the chords, it just like they slap you in the face. Very surprised by this one. Really liked it. Freddie Hubbard, the always fantastic Freddie Hubbard, one of my favorite trumpet players. I can't think of the word. Hey, babe. But I picked up Polar AC from him. I mean, a lot of people play on this one too. You have Ron Carter on it. You have Billy Cobham. You have Jack DeJohnette, Lenny White. I mean, those are just the drummers. You have George Benson, Hubert Laws. It's just, the list goes on and on. Very good record. Oh, save the best for last. Exactly, the baby. Hello here, chum. You want to hold this one up? Is that a no?
Say hi, sweetheart.
You're distracting me.
Sorry.
Hello in YouTube land.
Hi.
You just sit there and look cute. Yes, so last is not the baby. Sorry. This last one I picked up, I've wanted for a while. Very excited to pick it up. If I even have to say what it is, I'm ashamed in you guys. No Pussyfooting by Frippinino. I almost came in my pants when I found this one. Am I right, babe? You were there.
Yeah.
Remember I come running up to you? Oh, fantastic record. Only 2 songs, long songs. I want to say they're improvised. I might be wrong. But, I mean, what's there to say? It's ambient, it's slightly electronic, it's, you know, rocky out there guitars. It's wonderful and a good way to end the video. So The light seems to be dying on me. I probably won't be able to make another video today, but that's okay. Until next time, bye everybody.
Bye bye, baby.